Hi you two, Miss Brooke here. I'll be doing your wonder lesson with you today. I hope you're having a wonderful day and are ready for your last lesson of the day. So here we have some food plates that we created last week as part of our RE lesson. So we've got a plate here that Johan created, and then down here Adam was even more creative and used the foods that he had in his fridge and his cupboards to create his own mini plate idea. So I just wanted to give a shout out to these two children because I thought they were fantastic. The presentation that's gone into Johan's and how he's labelled his really clearly with the different ingredients that he'd used, and we can see the different food groups on his plate, and also Adam for using that creativity and using what he has in his house to help him. So both of those were fab. But well done to everyone who took part in that lesson and created their fact files and their plates, because again, it was tricky, but we did ever so well. So we're just going to start off with a little rewind. So what do Jews eat? Jewish food and drink rules are known as, can you remember what that special word is? Pause the video, have a little think. Fantastic, it is kashrut. And down here, kosher means, can you remember what it is? We have this sentence in our fact files. Kosher means, well done, fit to eat, fantastic. So last week, we focused on different foods that Jewish people could have, and today we are going to focus on different Jewish celebrations. So our what for today is to know what a bar mitzvah and a bat mitzvah is, how, exploration of the world, and why, so we can understand some Jewish celebrations. So let's start with a bar mitzvah. My turn. Bar mitzvah, your turn. Fantastic. Bar mitzvah means son of the commandment. A Jewish boy becomes a bar mitzvah when he is 13 years old. Then he is responsible for his actions and must follow Jewish rules. So a bar mitzvah is a boy, and he becomes a bar mitzvah at 13, and then he must follow the Jewish rules. Let's have a look at a bat mitzvah. Bat mitzvah means daughter of the commandment. A Jewish girl becomes a bat mitzvah when she is 12 years old. Then she is responsible for her actions and must follow Jewish rules. So a bat mitzvah is a girl, and she becomes that when she is 12 years old, and then she has to follow the rules. So what we're going to have a little think about now is what is the same and different between these two. So in a second, I want you to pause the video and have a little think. What is the same between them and what is different? Okay, pause the video now, have a think, have a discussion with the people around you. Well done. Well, hopefully you have noticed that the names bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah are different, but they are similar. So they both end in mitzvah, but the boy one is bar and the girl one is bat. So that's a difference. For the boy one, it means son of the commandment. For the girl one, bat mitzvah, it means daughter of the commandment. A boy becomes a bar mitzvah when he is 13, whereas a girl becomes a bat mitzvah when she is 12. So a girl is a bit younger. But they are both then responsible and have to follow Jewish rules. So it means the same things for them, that they have to follow the rules, but they do it at a slightly different age and it's got a slightly different name. Well done if you managed to spot those similarities and differences. Now we're going to have a look now in more detail at a bar mitzvah celebration. So in the synagogue, which we know is the Jewish place of worship, in the synagogue, the bar mitzvah reads from the Torah. So the boy reads from the Torah, which we know is the Jewish holy book. He gives a speech to explain the parts of the Torah that he has learned about, and he also thanks his parents. So he reads out a bit from the Torah that he's learned about, and he thanks his parents. He will also say a special blessing over the Torah. So there's a special saying that he has to say as well. And some Jews have the tradition of throwing kosher sweets, so we know that the sweets that are suitable for them, that they're allowed to eat, over the bar mitzvah after his readings. So once he's read from the Torah about the bit that he likes and he's thanked his parents and he said a special blessing, they can then throw sweets over him as part of a celebration. And then lastly, after the bar mitzvah ceremony, they usually have a party to celebrate the boy becoming a bar mitzvah. That's what we know about a bar mitzvah celebration. So what I want you to do now is to pause the video, and we are going to create a bubble map, okay, to remember some key little facts. So what I'd like you to do, if you haven't already, is to write today's long date, Tuesday, 2nd of February, and RE, as that is our lesson that we are in now. So Tuesday, 2nd of February. Put it in the right one. There we go. And underline it with your ruler. And then we can write RE2, as that's our lesson, and underline that. Can be there. Down a smidge. There we go. So you've got the date, and you've got the lesson, which is RE. Then I want you to do is to write bar mitzvah in a little circle. Write the words first, then put a circle around it. Be very careful with your presentation with this. If you've got something circular that you can use to help you draw your circle, fantastic. If not, you just need to do it freehand, but again, be careful of your presentation. And then from it, we are going to write some facts. So what I suggest you do first is to draw one line and write your fact. Don't draw lots of lines to begin with, because you don't know how many facts you're going to put down. Okay, so for example, bar mitzvah, what facts do I know? So I know it means son of the commandment. So that might be the first thing that I write on my bubble map. Let me just get to it. There we go. So I'm going to write son of the commandment. The first one I'm going to write. I also know that a boy becomes a bar mitzvah when he is 13 years old. So that's another fact that I could add to my bubble map. Okay. The celebration happens in a synagogue. Which I know is the Jewish place of worship. And then you could add some more facts. So, for example, I put 3 on there. Son of the commandment, 13 years old. Celebration happens in a synagogue. I could put some more information about what he reads from the Torah, that he thanks his parents, that he gets some kosher sweets. But you're just putting down all the facts information you can remember about a bar mitzvah celebration. Okay, that's the first thing that you need to do. I'm just going to hide this one down here because we're not doing the bat mitzvah yet. We're doing the bar mitzvah first. So pause the video. You can rewind it if you need to go back to information to see some facts. But do your little bubble map bar mitzvah in the middle, and then some facts that you've learned about a bar mitzvah around the outside. Pause the video, complete that, and then press play when you're ready to continue. Fantastic. Now that we've learned all about a bar mitzvah, so about a Jewish celebration for a boy, we are going to now learn about the Jewish celebration for a girl, which we know is called the bat mitzvah. So let's see what we know. She gives a speech to explain the parts of the Torah that she has learned about. It's quite similar. At their bat mitzvah, girls may read a prayer that is special to them. The prayer is about how women are worth more than rubies or diamonds. So they read a special prayer out, and she reads special important bits from the Torah. We already know that it's similar to the bar mitzvah celebration. And again, after the ceremony, they will also have a party. So what you need to do now is to have a go at creating your own bubble map, this time about the bat mitzvah. So just like we did for the bar mitzvah, where we wrote facts around the outside, I want you to do the same for the bat mitzvah. So for example, you might put that she is 12 years old when she becomes a bat mitzvah. We also know you might have some things that are similar to your other one, that the celebration happens in a synagogue. So you could add that to your bubble map. Celebration happens in a synagogue. We know it means daughter of the commandment. And then many other facts that you could add as well, but I'm just going to put those 3 on for you. So 12 years old, door of the commandment, celebration happens in a synagogue. So now what you should have in a moment once you've completed that is a bubble map about a bar mitzvah, and then a bubble map about a bat mitzvah. Pause the video, get this one completed, and then have a look at your 2 bubble maps next to each other. You'll be able to see the similarities and the differences again. So pause the video, have a go at that, and then press play when you're ready to continue. Fantastic, well done. So just to finish off, I just want us to have a little look at this question. It says, do you agree with 12 and 13 being a good age to become more responsible? Why or why not? At what age do you think children should be responsible for their own decisions and actions? So what I'd like you to do now, just to finish off, is just have a think about these questions. Do you think at age 12 and 13, you should become responsible and follow the rules, or do you think there should be a different age? Do you think it should be younger than that or older? So what I want you to have a go at doing now is just writing a sentence and explaining why. So for example, underneath your bubble maps that you've created for bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah, you can write, I think children be responsible when they are years old because, then you need to tell me why. Okay, so I think children should be responsible when they are years old because, tell me why. So it might be that I think children should be responsible when they are 16 years old because then they have a better understanding of the world. Okay, so have a little think, about your reasons for why you think you should be a certain age to become responsible, not just picking the number, but you've got to think why that is a good age to become responsible. So pause the video, write the sentence underneath your bubble maps, fill in the gaps, and then press play when you're ready to continue. Fantastic, well done. So through today's lessons, you have done a rewind to our kosher food knowledge from last week, and you have learned all about bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah celebrations, and you've created 2 bubble maps to pick out the key knowledge about both of those things. And you've also written a sentence to say how old do you think someone should be when they become responsible. So you've done a lot of great learning during this afternoon's lesson. So what I'd like you to do now is to take a photo of your bubble maps, your bar mitzvah map and your bat mitzvah map, and a photo of this sentence that you have just completed down here, and send them over on Class Dojo so we can see what you have been up to and to give you some green dojos. A big well done, and I shall see you soon. Bye.